All right, hello everyone. We're here today from the Student Rec and Wellness Center at UW-Oshkosh. My name is Jordan Mooney, and I'm here with
Greg Batten.
and we're here to talk to you a little bit about how to run outside in the winter like a boss and survive the cold weather. So I'd like to start by just talking about some benefits of running outside, just in general and also throughout the winter. So being able to hold on to your normal exercise routine throughout the winter is very beneficial. It helps kind of work your way through those colder months and through those kind of seasonal like depression that people feel, or the winter blues. It helps you work through those. It's also a big confidence booster to know that you're able to like survive the conditions and be able to still get your exercise outside even when it is below freezing. And then there's also a lot of studies and research out there that show that outdoor or exercising outdoors has a lot of mental health benefits, like reducing stress and anxiety levels, even greater than when exercising indoors, because when you're outside, you're connected with nature, getting all those benefits of like the fresh air, vitamin D from the sun. So there's a lot of benefits from just outdoor exercise in general as well. As far as specifically kind of gearing up or preparing for your outdoor run, some things you want to consider beforehand is making sure you get nice and warm. I've heard some people taking a warm shower before their run just to help get their muscles warmed up and more pliable. If you kind of just go outside and start running on some cold muscles, you're going to be more prone to greater damage to your muscles, have more tears in them, which can leave you feeling more achy and sore afterwards and might keep you from running outside the next time. So whether it's just a quick warm-up, going through some dynamic movements before you run just to make sure your muscles are loose and pliable, or actually going through like a hot shower or something like that, just to lower that muscle trauma when you're actually outside in the cold. Greg, do you have any specific gear that we should consider when we're heading outside?
Yeah, that's a good question, and absolutely. When I started thinking about doing more running this winter, I was a little bit worried as we looked at the following temps, but there's some essential gear that can really make your running experience feel really pleasant year round. And so we want to talk about some of the principles that go into choosing good running gear. I think one tip that I read that has been super helpful is to, in your mind, add 10 to 15 degrees to what the current outside temperature is. So if the temp is 15 degrees with a wind chill of 3, add 10 to that and prepare and run as if it's about 20 to 25 degrees outside. One mistake that a lot of runners make is to overdress, wanting to be warm at the beginning of their run, and then just 5 to 8 minutes in, you're sweaty and hot and uncomfortable, and then that sweat freezes and you end up more cold and more chilled by the end of the run than you would have been. And so really preparing in that way, so dressing for about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than what it is. The way to do that then is to start with your extremities. And so gloves are important, just a thin pair of running gloves. Some people find mittens that have a windproof layer to the front, but those fingers, that's hard to keep those warm no matter what's happening. And then a hat as well can really help to keep your head warm and retain some of the core temperature that your body generates while running. If it is extremely cold, you may need to think beyond fingers and head and start wearing layers that will keep your arms and your torso warm and your legs. Some good principles there is to look for long sleeve shirts that are thin and light and breathable. And I guess by breathable, I mean a blend of materials. So not cotton. You don't want a cotton t-shirt, but polyester, polypropylene, nylon. Those are good layers that help to wick sweat away from your body and keep you dry, which in turn keeps you a little bit warmer. And then on the really cold days, I like to wear some wind layers. So this is a very lightweight nylon running jacket. It's breathable and just does a great job at blocking the wind. And so if you've got wind chill, or as you're running and you're creating some of that wind resistance, this can take a lot of the chill out of a cold day. And it also helps to trap a little bit layer of warm air next to your body and keep you a little bit warmer. And so looking for a product like this is great. The last thing I would say is I run in shorts and maybe taller socks most of the winter, but on really cold days, consider a pair of running tights that you might pick up at a Nike outlet or an Under Armour store. Just something, again, a little bit of a thermal layer that's breathable, but insulating at the same time.
Awesome. And you also want to be strategic when you're planning your run in the winters. So oftentimes it's windy. So usually they say you want to run out against the wind and then come back with the wind. That way the sweat that you have kind of generated has a chance to, breathe through you on your way back and can kind of cool you down. And you'll also be running at a faster pace kind of on the second half of your run because that wind will be giving you a little bit of a boost.
Yeah. I think the thing to remember about winter running is although it can feel a little intimidating when you look at those temps and you look outside and it looks really cold, really 5 to 10 minutes into your run, you're going to be feeling warm. And there's something that happens in the heart and in the soul. And so the best advice or motivation I could give a new runner, such as myself, looking at running throughout the winter, is give it a shot. Go for it. Because the freedom that you find and the rest, and Jordan mentioned some of the benefits to your health and to your mind, is unfounded. You can't find it anywhere else. And running outside, even when it's cold, you do feel like a boss, and you come back in feeling refreshed and ready to go. So I want to make sure I mention that it's about your heart, and you need to just go for it. Find the courage and try it.
Well said. And if you're looking for a good outdoor run to try out, your new knowledge and your new tips, we encourage you to sign up for the 12th annual Shamrock Shuffle right here at the SRWC. It's going to be on March 16th. Usually the temps are around 30 to 35 degrees.
If we're real lucky, the 50s.
Yep. So not your most extreme run, but a good way to kind of ease your way into those colder runs. So we'll see you at the Shamrock Shuffle on March 16th.
Have a good one.